What's going on, everybody? This is your girl, Chantel Shink.
And this is Crystal Levette.
And you're listening to Conversations at the Compound.
Let's go. All right, so we're back for another episode of Conversations at the Compound. I'm excited because we're digging into relationships. And today we're going to talk about relationships, toxic relationships.
Right. This is our first episode in our series that we're going to be talking about relationships, all types of relationships, romantic, friendship, just the things that we go through as it relates to relationships, because your relationships help to form your quality of life.
And really, what are relationships but your interaction with another human being, whether they're close to you, not so close, associates, but that's really what it is, how we interact with one another. Exactly. And their parts that they play in our lives.
Right.
And some people are closer than others, and some people shouldn't be as close as they are. And we just want to dig into it and, as always, spark thought and conversation.
Exactly.
So, we want to talk about relationships.
Right. And so for our first discussion topic as it relates to this relationship series, we wanted to just talk about toxic relationships.
Yep, toxic relationships. A lot of people are in toxic relationships, and we felt it very much necessary to expose that, talk about it. Why are people in them? Why do they stay in them? Why won't they leave? Can they even see that it's toxic? Right. Everyone around them knows it's toxic except for them. It's crazy. And so we need to talk about it.
Well, first of all, I think the first issue and the first thing that we need to establish is, what is a toxic relationship?
What is a toxic relationship?
Yes, because one of the issues is you won't get out of something if you don't recognize you need to get out of something. Like, you won't stop a friendship, or you won't break up with someone, or you won't disconnect from someone if you don't realize that relationship is unhealthy.
Well, I personally think that something that could be identified as a toxic relationship is a relationship where it's bringing the worst out of you. Like, it's bringing out all of your weaknesses, all of your personal dysfunction. Because I believe that relationships should enhance you, and that people can bring out the better parts of you, even find the gold and the diamond that's hidden in the rough of who you are. So I think you can identify a relationship to be toxic when it brings out the worst sides of you. Because we all have dark sides. We all have sides that we really don't want people to see. We all have sides that we're working on, trying not to be that person anymore.
Don't want to unleash.
Right. And so when you have a person in your life, whether it's a friend, because sometimes friends can drive you crazy, right? So when you have someone in your life that's bringing out the worst parts of you, I would definitely say, baby girl, brother man, you are in a toxic relationship, or you have a toxic relationship in your life.
That's great. I think another sign of a toxic relationship is someone that keeps you out of peace. Like, if the person is messing with your peace of mind,
right?
And when they're around, there's always confusion, or there's always drama, or there's just, you can't be peaceful. It's not peaceful,
right?
Then I dare say that is a sign of a toxic relationship. Your relationships should bring you peace.
Right.
It doesn't even, no matter what, at every level, no matter what level it's at. Like, if it's your mom, you might not get, I'm not saying you get along perfectly and everything is perfect, but I'm saying family and friends, those are kind of two different things. You can't choose who your mom is, but a friend, that's an extra person,
right,
that you're bringing into your space. And if they are messing with your peace, then I think that it's toxic.
Okay, another one. I believe a sign of a toxic relationship is also when you look at the relationship and the person's always taking, and not only just taking, but they're taking the life out of you. Like, they're draining you of your life, of your virtue, of your energy, of your mental faculties. Like, it's people who just drain you. And I think that's a toxic relationship, when somebody's always just drainage. When you go around them, it's going to be drainage. And when you leave their presence, you just feel empty. You feel like things have been taken from you. And then you also have, in the same regard, people who just take from you. Y'all go out, you always got to pay. They ain't never got no money. They don't never give nothing. We passing out gifts. They don't never give a gift. Like, just take, and never give. And they aren't adding anything to your life. They're just taking from your life. Whether it's mentally, emotionally, financially, like they just are draining you. I think that that's a toxic relationship.
That's good. Well, another identifier that I feel, will let you know that the relationship that you're in is toxic is when the person is not encouraging you or helping you or supporting you in your endeavors as far as your dream or what you're passionate about. If they are always a blockage. And when I say blockage, I mean they feed your weakness instead of your strength. Or they pacify your normality or you being average instead of pushing you or at least understanding how important something is to you. I feel like that's a toxic relationship, especially if you're dealing with the friendship. And when I say relationships, we're talking about people that you bring into your space, not associates that you have to do business with and that you work with or pass by, what's up, but you don't have any type of depth or intimacy, but people that that can kind of that surround you. So if the person does not understand that you working on what you trying to get accomplished, whether it's trying to get your bag, whether it's trying to build your business, whatever it is, whatever you are passionate about, if there's always a fight between spending time with them and building your life and building your passion, I think that's toxic. You are not my friend and you cannot be in my life if you are fighting against what I'm trying to build.
And I think between those 4 examples, I think a lot of toxicity would fall under all of that. So I think in essence, with all that we said, it's those things and then everything else that falls under there. If y'all fussing and fighting all the time, y'all cussing each other out, no respect, no honor, you just deadbeat,
verbally abusive.
So I think we have identified a toxic relationship. So if you're listening to this and any of this you see in your friendships, family relationships, love relationships, if you're seeing these things, it's really time to reevaluate that relationship.
And I want to say that a lot of these things that we're talking about in our society, some of these things are considered the norm. And I just want to say that just because the majority of people consider yelling and screaming at each other or cussing each other out or calling somebody out their name
or slapping each other once in a while,
or shaking somebody or any of those
following people down the street, I don't know.
Just because that's acceptable in our society, that does not mean that is normal. That just means that you have become desensitized and you have allowed dysfunction to become your new normal.
And so that leads me to the next point, which is, we're talking about relationships and we want people to be free. We want people to be happy. We want people to live the lives that they are supposed to live and have peace. And identifying a toxic relationship is very important because the next thing becomes, once you identify that you are in a toxic situation, a situation that's killing you, that's hurting you, that's taking away from you, then it's on you. You have a responsibility now to evaluate that situation and decide what value you place on your life and your peace to make an adjustment. And so I think when it comes to toxic relationships and you've identified that you're in a toxic situation, your next step becomes loving yourself enough to make adjustments. Loving yourself enough, caring enough to make changes. And sometimes I think that people don't realize or think that they deserve better or know that they can have better, and so they just tolerate what they're already in.
Or they're addicted to the trauma that they're so used to it. It's so many, we could go on and on in regards to the reasons why people stay in this and stay in toxic situations. But I do want to say is that I believe that you have to understand how destructive relationships are.
Right.
And when you think of something that's toxic, that means it can kill you.
Right.
It says you don't drink something that's toxic, or you don't go into an area that has toxic fumes or something around. When it's toxic,
right.
It's the sign that says do not enter, do not go, stay away, do not touch. On the back of certain, bottles or certain things that you buy from the store, it says keep away from your eyes or stay away from it. And I think that the first thing is that you really have to understand how deadly allowing toxic people in your life can be.
Yeah, it really is. That it can really, truly kill you physically. Mm-hmm. It can kill you emotionally. Mm-hmm. It can kill your dreams. Wow. It can kill your progress. Like, you just stop. You just get at a standstill. Like, you can meet someone, like you could have been a grinder, about your business, about your bag, and the wrong person come in your life, and it will completely stall all of your personal progress. Whew. And the dream that you were working on when you met them, and the thing that drew them into you, this toxic situation will no longer be in existence, because you've gotten yourself into a situation where you can't even see what you're focused on anymore, because you're so wrapped up in this dysfunction. And I think you're right. I think that a lot of times in our society, we take it lightly, but I also think we have come to believe it's normal. Yeah. We've come to believe it's not a big deal. It's a big deal you calling me out my name. It's a big deal you raising your voice at me, getting in my face, getting all aggressive. That's a big deal. It's a big deal if I'm in a friendship with you and you a liar and I can't trust you and your word, and I don't know if you're telling the truth today, if you're telling the truth tomorrow. That's a big deal. Like, when we're talking about relationships, we're talking about toxic and all that. Do you realize how toxic a friendship can be? Like, we can go back to love relationships, but even having the wrong friends in your life. I mean, I'm sure there are families and mothers and parents who have stories of their children getting involved with the wrong friends and lives being lost. Children getting with the wrong friends and now they're incarcerated and in jail. That is a relationship that was toxic, that stole that person's future, that stole that person's life, that stole from their family. So relationships in general, it's serious, because I think you said it, They Love Chantel. What is life but love and relationships? What does your life consist of but people, okay, places and things? Yep. And if you're not interacting with people, what are you? You're a hermit. So relationships are everything. To be said lightly, but generally, they're everything. So the people in your world, that's gonna make you or break you. And then you got women who are full of potential and who are designed to be queens to a king, and then they get with, boont, okay? And everything that she was designed to be is lost.
It's destroyed. Yeah.
It's destroyed.
Yeah.
And then it can be one of those things where they don't even see it.
You don't even see it. That happens so often. Or you got people who are in toxic relationships and they want to talk to you about their toxic relationships, but they don't want to leave their toxic relationships. So that's a whole nother side of the coin. And I want to say too, when you deal, and the thing about toxic relationships is that 9 times out of 10, 99.9% of the time, the toxic relationship will not only become toxic to you and your life, but then it will filter from you into the other areas of your life outside of your relationships. So then, because you're in a toxic relationship, you become toxic to other people in your life.
And I want to just say, like, when you hear us say toxic, I want you to also hear death. Yeah. I want you to hear, okay,
you inviting death into your life.
Yes, like what you just said a few minutes ago, it's so real. When we're saying toxic, we're saying stay away. Do not enter.
No access is given.
9, 4, 3, whatever, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like countdown, get away, you're gonna die. Like red light going off, sirens going off. Toxic. We're talking about being able to be in a situation that can or is literally
it will kill you. It will kill your dreams.
Yep.
It will kill your purpose.
Yep.
It will kill your time.
It'll kill your spirit.
It will kill your spirit. It will kill how you view yourself. Like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it.
And I want to say, you just said it's not worth it. And I want to say, if any of this is hitting home for anybody, I need you to know that is not love. Like, that's not love. Love doesn't love like that. That's not love.
Yep.
So
it's something else. It's something else.
You're fooling yourself to think if you're experiencing these things in your relationship that it's love and that love can keep you together and we can get through this because we love each other. No, if this is your relationship status, it is not love.
And if they're your friend, no, they don't love you like you need to be loved, or that is in a healthy manner at all.
Or they don't really know what love is.
Right.
Because love doesn't hurt you. I don't believe that love hurts you like that. I believe that love is trying to build you up. Mm-hmm. Love wants you to be better. Mm-hmm. Love is bringing out the best in you. Because when you receive love, typically you give love back. It's reciprocated. So, you know, in these situations where the person is draining you or the person is disrespecting you or you're having no peace, all the things that we said, that's not love. And you gotta be honest with yourself and you gotta be honest with your situation. And I think you gotta ask yourself, why am I putting up with this? Why is this, when did this become okay? Why is this okay? Because I know people who are dealing with toxic situations and they have their moments and they complain about them, but fast forward 3 years, you're still there.
Yeah.
Fast forward 10 years, you're still there.
You know, and everybody's tolerance level is different, but after surviving the Rona, after the world being in a pandemic, you realize how precious your time is. And the thing is, you don't have time to waste. Like, you don't have time. You don't have another minute, another hour, another second to waste on people who do not truly care for you.
Right.
Especially when you are not giving them that. When you are giving them care. When you are giving them love. When you are giving them respect. And they refuse to give that back to you. Love is reciprocated. Yeah. You know, you give and you receive. It's a two-way street.
And I want to say too, like, because I think we get so caught up in the love relationship, which is understandable. I mean, people want to be loved. People want to love. I understand that. But I think it's also important to really take the veil off of this thing. Yeah. And we're talking about all relationships.
Family relationships.
Friendships can be toxic.
I mean,
family relationships can be, you know, bad for your health.
And I guess with the family relationships, we can put that in we'll put this to the side, to a certain extent, because it's not like you can change who your family is, but you can change access.
That's what I was going to say. And I think sometimes people think stuff has to be tolerated because it's family, when that's not the case. Nope. And it goes back to my statement of loving yourself enough. Like, listen, you could be my family, but if you're robbing me of my peace, if you are your thought processing or how you do things is bringing out the worst in me,
or how you carry me,
right?
Like, if you always got something negative to say, if you always negative about my life,
critical about my life,
then nah, you don't get, your access is denied.
Yep.
You know, if you hungry and you need groceries, hit me up. I'll send you a cash out. I'll hit you up with a Venmo. Shoot, I'll call Amazon Fresh and have them deliver some groceries to your door.
But don't come to my house.
Okay.
Don't think you're gonna knock on my door.
Right.
Don't think you're gonna go into my Sub-Zero refrigerator. Okay. It's not going down like that.
But I will give you some food. I will. But you coming into my space and coming into my place of peace and disrupting my peace, it's just not allowed.
And it goes back to loving yourself, caring about your space, your life, your world enough to don't give people excuses into your life to be dysfunctional. Oh, but it's my mama. Oh, but it's my sister. But that's my dad. Okay, we understand
this
all that.
This is it.
And nobody.
I get so lonely. That's what it is. People are lonely. People do not want to be by themselves. People are weak.
Yep.
And they're weak-minded and needy. So therefore, instead of doing it alone or walking this road alone in peace, I'd rather have somebody with me. I'd rather have somebody around me than to be at peace.
Well, this is what I want to say to you. That person, lonely Lulu. Listen to me.
Lonely Larry.
Okay? Listen.
We throwing shade, cause listen, y'all, I'm saying, yes, it's hard. It's a hard reality, but yo, you are weak-minded, and you're weak if you are allowing people to come in and steal life from you.
Yeah, and once you recognize and say, hold up, where my life at? Wait. I have my life in my back pocket. Where my life? And you realize that they stole
my life was right in front of me.
Right.
My life was right there.
My future was right ahead of me. When you realize that, hold up, Trayvon done took my life. Hold up. Did Trayvon steal my future? Okay, when you realize that and you stay there, you keep letting Trayvon in the house, he still got a key? Like, okay, that's a problem.
Yeah, and it becomes, you become responsible.
Right.
Because it's one thing when your eyes are blinded to something, and that's why we're talking so aggressively, is to open your eyes so that you can kind of see and judge your relationships and judge what's happening around you, to say, okay, this is not right. This is not adding up. This is stealing from me. This is taking my peace. So once you realize that, then it becomes your problem.
Right.
When the lights are on, it becomes your problem when you continue to enable that activity and allow that access into your life.
Right. And I want to say to that person who is listening and you recognize that is your reality. Like, I was at one place, I allowed someone in my life, whether it was a friend, a co-worker, a family member, a love relationship, and I recognize I've been in dysfunction, and I recognize I'm a different person. I'm not even the same person. I'm not even who I was 5 years ago or a year ago. I've changed. But then also you realize, but I'm still here. I want to encourage you that you deserve better. And I want you to know that you don't have to stay in your situation. You are never trapped.
Nope.
You always have an option. And when I talk about options, they're not always easy. They're not always good. No. I mean, who wants liver or, I don't know, gizzards? That's not something A or B. Can I get a C? Right?
Yeah. So who wants, either be burned alive or drowned? Like, you know what I mean? Those are just two of the lesser evils.
Right. So your situation and changing your situation, the options that you have to free yourself of the dysfunction, they may not be easy. No. They may not be ideal, but you have a choice.
Right.
And you can get out of the dysfunction, because for us, we're always wanting to inspire, encourage, empower you to be the best person that you can be, the best version of yourself. And if this relationship is keeping you from that, I want you to know you have the ability to change. Make the adjustment. Do what you have to do. Consider your options and choose peace. Choose life. Choose the better route. Listen, boo, you got one, you can get another one.
Right.
Like, don't.
And friends. So what if you don't have enough friends?
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, you could find listen. It's very few people in this world that are irreplaceable. There are some, but for the most part, myself. But for the most part, I'm just saying that nobody in this whole wide world is worth you losing your life over, you losing your peace over, you losing your hope and your joy and your future over. Nobody, not your mama, not your daddy, not your sister, not your brother, nobody.
And I want to say this too, because
not your wife, not your husband.
Right. I want to say this, and I want to also say and help you to understand that time does not equate
friendship.
Yeah. Time does not equate or require or demand loyalty. Listen, just because somebody's been in your life since the 5th grade and y'all been running with each other since the 5th grade, if that person is robbing from you, if that person is sucking life out of you, they are not for you.
No.
That person is not your friend. If that person don't respect your grind, he always want to, kick it and chill, and you over here trying to build a dynasty, that's not your friend. If they don't get it, if they're not respecting, who you're trying to be, if they are not bringing out the better parts of you, dude, I don't care how long you know them. And sometimes you got to cut ties.
And guess what? who cares about loyalty and you being there for me when every time you're there for me and every time you're around, it's drama.
Right.
It's not adding to my life. It's not adding to my life at all.
Right.
Who cares about your loyalty? You don't want loyalty without respect, or loyalty without peace, or loyalty. I mean, loyalty. We don't care about that because your loyalty means nothing when you are a mess and you bringing your mess into my space.
Right.
Like, bump of loyalty. If you want people loyal to you that will add to you and you add to them.
Y'all, we talking about relationships.
Yeah.
We talking about relationships because honestly, that's the downfall of a lot of people.
And let me say this too. Pride. I think that pride is another reason why some people will not disconnect from others that are bringing dysfunction into their lives.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy, but it's a reason. It's they
What
don't
do you
want
mean?
to.
What do you mean
Well,
by
they don't
pride?
want to fail. They don't want to. Say you're in a relationship with a guy and that nobody in your family likes.
Got you. Yeah.
But behind the scenes, maybe he's being verbally abusive, or maybe he's being physically abusive. Whatever it is, it's
Or he keep gambling y'all money away.
right.
You know?
And your mama, your sister, your brother, they all said he's garbage.
Right.
Don't be with him, or don't marry him, or he's not it. But I'm in love. I love him. No, we gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get in this thing and you realize that everybody was right.
Right.
So your pride would not allow you to say, you guys were right, and I need to be out of this. Help me to get out of this if you need help, whatever. Or just to say, I was wrong. This is not what I signed up for. This needs to be done.
Right.
So many people will not do that because they don't want other people to look at their lives and look at their relationship and say, see, I told you so. Or for anybody to look at it and see that the relationship, quote unquote, has failed. But I don't even think that's a failure when you are able to recognize something that's not good for you and good for your life and then make adjustments to change it.
I mean, I think that at the end of the day, what we're talking about is really self-love and self-respect and knowing your value, because I think that ultimately this is about your life.
Right.
And this is about not only your life, but we are really talking about quality of life.
Quality of life.
Because
That's
I think a
the
lot
main
of
thing.
people are living and they're existing and they're surviving, but the quality is not what it should be, and it's not what they ever envisioned for themselves. And so I just want to say, like, listen, get your quality of life up to par. 10 years in a relationship, if it's dysfunctional, if it's toxic, you gotta make an adjustment. I've known this person, they've been my friend, this is my bestie. Listen, if they're draining you, if they are not adding to your life, because I'm gonna tell you something, it's hard when you like have those moments of like evaluation and you say, hold up. Now me and Harry, we've been friends for about 9 years. And every time I think about our friendship, I realize he has never ...
Right.
He never ... I can't ever ... from Harry. Okay, listen, man, maybe Harry got to go.
It's over. Maybe it need to be over.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people do that. I don't think people take the time to really look at their relationships and judge them. Like, hold up, what is this person adding?
Right. You pause and you say, okay, Sally. Sally, we've been friends for 10 plus years.
Right.
But Sally, how does she add to my life?
Right.
Like, and you have to ask yourself, how is this individual adding to my life?
Right. Wait, how does Sally make me better? Like, how's Sally making my world better? Like, because I know for me, I'm always holding Sally down.
Right.
I know for me, Sally can call me any time of the night. If she needs me, I'm there for her. You gotta really look at this stuff and be honest with yourself. You gotta really look at this stuff and say, okay, I'm with Charles. We've been together for however long. But every time I'm with him, he makes me feel like this. I feel self-conscious. I just think I think we gotta love ourselves. We have to look at our quality of life. We need to look at the path that we are on and where we're trying to go,
and who we have on the path with us.
Right, and understand that every relationship
matters.
Is vital. It matters on that road to wherever you're trying to go.
Because we're talking about friends, and when I say friends, these are people that you let into your world on a regular basis.
Right, y'all doing Thanksgiving together.
Yeah,
y'all might do gift exchange at Christmas.
Yeah,
y'all show up at each other's babies' birthday parties. Like they're in your world. They're in your life.
And because it's one thing, right, to understand what you get out of somebody. Like, I go to if Charles comes around, I'm gonna get a laugh. You know, right. If so and so comes around, that's fine. You know that. But then if it's nothing, they don't give you nothing but what happened the headache, or what happened on the last episode of such and such and such and such, or the only thing they got going on is the baby picture, or the other thing they got going on is where they went out to eat the other night, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's about what you want and what you value. Yep. I mean, because everybody is different, but I value my life and I value my time.
Yeah.
And when we talk about quality, that's when it starts getting really the line starts getting the path. It starts getting narrow. The numbers start to decline because it's not everybody in the world cares about their quality of their relationships.
Right, and that's a problem, though.
Right,
that's what I'm trying to say.
And we need to wake up. Everybody,
wake up, and like you need to care. You need to love yourself enough.
You need to care.
Like, this is not okay. Somehow, along the road, you allowed it to be okay, but I need you to wake up and realize it's not okay.
No.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
God has better.
You have no peace. It's not okay. You're good till they come around. It's not okay. You cry when he leaves. It's not okay. Like, this is not okay.
He's cheating.
And you making him dinner.
I mean, I'm just listen. At the end of the day, you know within your heart,
right,
whether this is toxic or not.
Right.
And you don't even need people to tell you. You know that it's not right. You know that it's not right, and you know that this is not how it's supposed to be, and this is not how you ever wanted it to be.
You knew. You've been known. I need to stop thinking about girl, or I get.
It's a waste of energy. Like, I need to put the thing is, it's about energy too. I need to put my energy somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an exchange. It's an exchange of energy. It's an exchange of time. It's an exchange of words. I mean, this is life coming out of you.
Yeah.
That's what I realized. The sooner you realize that your life is every time that you're dealing with people, it's life. That's life. That's life being taken out of you, that you're giving of yourself to the other person, and they should be giving to you as well.
Right.
And if it's an equal exchange, then we all leave full.
Right.
But if I'm just giving my life, giving of life, giving of myself, just giving, and when we're together, you're not giving me anything. You leave full.
Right.
I leave empty.
Right. I want y'all to know that there are healthy relationships out there.
Yes.
Like, healthy relationships exist.
They do exist.
Healthy friendships
do exist.
Where I'm in this, you're in this. It's give and take. We're there for each other. I don't bother
Nothing but love.
You don't bother me. A month go by, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, no drama.
Yeah.
You actually don't
no
even really
demands.
share. I don't even really know your drama.
Right.
I have to really sit down with you and get you to talk, to tell me your drama.
Yeah.
Because you're respectful enough to understand that I got my own life, so you're not putting your drama on me. I don't put my drama on you. We live in our lives, adding to each other, having a good time when we come together. It's a such thing as having a relationship, with the person that you love. You're not yelling at each other. Y'all not cussing each other out when you get mad. You're not being disrespected. You're not crying yourself to sleep. Like, healthy relationships do exist. Even healthy business relationships. Right. Some of y'all are in messy business relationships, business, partnerships. It doesn't have to be that way. And you need to know there is literally a light. There's a light at the end of the tunnel on the other side of this thing. If you would just recognize that's what you deserve and you would pursue that healthy life. We want to live healthy lives.
Yeah.
And you know that stress that comes from relationships and pressures that come out of relationships, it takes away from the health of your life. It can cause your body to break down. So it is toxic. If it's not healthy and it's toxic, it really can kill you. It really can take the best of you. And the best of you is meant for the world. It's meant for your family, for your children. Like, the world wants to see the best of you. God wants to see the best of you.
And to create your world.
And to create the best world you could ever have for yourself.
And your family and the people that you care about.
Yeah, man. We're just saying, listen, Linda, listen. Like, come on. Let's snap out of this, you guys, and really, really choose.
Wake up
and pursue that happy, healthy, proper lifestyle in our relationship.
Because it just sucks, because it's not, what good is it if you have everything, if you have all the money in the world, you have everything that you dreamed of, but then you go home to hell.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or you can't even really enjoy it because nobody in your world is happy. They all jealous of you.
See, that's crazy.
But they your best friend though.
That's crazy.
It's just it just doesn't make good sense. We need to it's just common sense. Like, we need to just use common sense.
Yep.
And at the basic, at the foundation of everything is treat each other like you want to be treated. Like, are you treating that person with respect, and are they treating you with respect?
We talking about relationships. And this relationship series is fire. It just gets better and better from this episode. Make sure you tune in to the rest of this series. The rest of this season is fire. And I'm just excited. And I'm glad that we're talking about this stuff. This is just us speaking from our perspective, how we feel, what we think. And I just hope that above all, like we always say, at least let it spark some thought. At least let it spark some conversation, even some self-conversation in the mirror. I don't know. Yeah. But like,
look at your relationship.
Look at your relationship.
I put every single relationship under a microscope.
It's good.
Put it under a microscope, and if you find it lacking, if you find that it's pulling from your peace, that it's destroying you, bringing you down, slowing you down, if it's toxic, then take an L on that relationship.
It's good.
Just take that L, and you're really not losing. Just lose the relationship.
Lose the relationship. And that's an L worth taking.
Yep.
An L for an L. Take the L on that relationship and regain your life.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That was
sometimes I do what I do. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, this is Crystal Yvette.
And this is Chantel.
And you are listening to Conversations at the Compound. And we will catch you next time on the next episode. Stay tuned.